In this chapter, we're going to talk about irregular verbs. In the preterite, we have ir, ser, hacer, ver, and dar. So we're going to talk about the verbs ir and ser. Ir means to go, and ser means to be. Now, these are not the same kind of verb, but if you conjugate it in the past tense, it happens to be the same verb. I'll give you some examples. So, like it says, they're exactly the same in the preterite. So, ir means to go, and in the preterite, it's fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron. If you need to pause the video to copy that, that's fine. Here are some examples with the verb to go in the preterite, in the past tense. Last summer, I went to the beach. El verano pasado, yo fui a la playa. Yesterday, you went to the market. Ayer, tú fuiste al mercado. So a couple of things you want to look at here, okay? After that fui and fuiste, we find a place. So if it's followed by a place, we know it's going to be to go. The verb ser is also conjugated the same way. Yo fui, tú fuiste, él ya fue, nosotros fuimos, and ellas fueron. So it's in the preterite, so that'd be like I was, you were, he was, we were, they were. So the handicraft was expensive. La artesanía fue cara. And they were beautiful. Ellas fueron bellas. The next verb is the verb hacer. Hacer means to do or to make. The conjugation in the preterite is yo hice, tú hiciste, ella hizo, nosotros hicimos, ellas hicieron. Notice that the third person, ella hizo, has a spell change with that Z-O. So they all have a spell change. That's why they're irregular. So instead of saying hacer, okay, it's hice, hiciste, hizo with a Z. Here are some examples. I did my homework. Yo hice mi tarea. He made the reservation. Él hizo la reservación. And we made dinner. Nosotros hicimos la cena. The next verb is the verb ver. And ver means to see. And so we say, yo vi, tú viste, ella vio, nosotros vimos, and ellas vieron. If you look at the endings for ver and dar, they both end in the regular ER and IR endings, but there are no accents. So, vi, viste, vio, vimos, vieron. And it's irregular because it doesn't have accents. So I saw 10 rings. Yo vi 10 anillos. You saw your friends at the restaurant. Tú viste a tus amigos en el restaurante. They saw a lot of postcards. Ellos vieron muchas tarjetas postales. The verb dar also ends in the ER endings, even though it's an AR verb. And yo di, tú diste, ella dio, nosotros dimos, and ellas dieron. Di, diste, dio, dimos, dieron. Now, this verb is a little weird because you have to say who you gave things to, so it involves another person. Sometimes we can do it with indirect object pronouns, me, te, le, nos, les, okay? Just like the verb gustar, like I could say, me diste, you gave me, or I could say, nos dieron, they gave us, okay? So we can put this me, te, le, nos, les in front of it, or we can just put it at the end, and I'll show you an example here in just a second. Here are some vocabulary phrases that we actually have in our vocabulary, like dar de comer al perro means to feed the dog or the cat. Dar una caminata, to take a hike. And we also have dar un regalo a mi amiga. Okay? So let's look at the next one. It says, My friend gave me a bracelet. Mi amiga me dio una pulsera. We took a hike. Nosotros dimos una caminata. He gave her a ring. Él dio a ella un anillo. All right, that's all.